A man with the power to enforce Hamilton County's mask mandate defends his decision not to wear a mask during a crowded political dinner. You can see right here, Sheriff Jim Hammond. He's right here in the background of this photo. You can also see in this photo, nobody wearing a mask. He, along with Senate candidates Manny Sethi, Bill Hagerty, also seen not wearing masks. Bill Hagerty right here. That caused backlash on social media. Laura Went commented saying, quote, "Wow, how irresponsible." Susan Eastman wrote, "You know Hamilton County has a mask mandate, right? I guess you think it does not apply to you." Sabrina Majore tells us the sheriff's reasons for not wearing a mask on this night. Sabrina.
Josh, the sheriff today expressed his view on masking, drawing a distinction between his personal beliefs and his professional responsibility. Backlash after Bill Hagerty posted these photos on his campaign Facebook page showing him as well as Sheriff Jim Hammond unmasked at the GOP event. It's the second time the sheriff has shown up in pictures from a political event not wearing a mask since the mandate went into effect.
Then the mask came off for me. Probably more than half the people there weren't wearing masks.
A different message from the sheriff, who just a few weeks ago explained how his deputies would enforce the mandate put into effect by the health department.
Now, we're not going to just take every call that comes in where somebody said, "I saw somebody walking down the street and they didn't have a mask on," but we are going to try to, where we have to intervene, to ask people to be safe, so to speak, like you use with alcohol, arrive alive. We want you to arrive home alive by not getting this virus and having to be in a hospital and lose your life.
Friday's event occurred indoors and in a crowded room at the Chattanooga Convention Center. According to Mayor Coppinger's orders, people should wear a face covering at all times when indoors in all public and private buildings.
But is there a responsibility in a situation like that is public?
Well, it all comes down to interpretation, and this as a mandate has all kinds of interpretation, even from those that issued it, as to what's reasonable. And I could take the letter of the law and go out here and hire 100 officers and write 1,000 tickets today. That's not reasonable.
We asked the sheriff if his choice to go without a mask comes down to how effective he believes they are.
My personal thoughts, I'm not convinced the masks are doing that much good. My role as sheriff is the governor and the mayor has requested this mandate, and I told them that my way of enforcing it would be to warn people and ask them to be reasonable.
Now, the sheriff did emphasize the importance of masking in shared spaces. While he says he wants citizens to make their own informed personal decisions, he adds that everyone must comply with masking if they are in someone else's territory. Josh?
Sabrina, thank you. In Hamilton County, not wearing a mask is a Class C misdemeanor, which means it carries a $50 fine up to 30 days in jail. But the sheriff says he wants his deputies to focus on education of the mask mandate, not punishment. We don't know at this point if he did any educating on this night about wearing a mask.